Hi guys, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching me, depending on your time zone. Now, the Gatundu South Member of Parliament, Moses Kuria, has been in hospital for quite some good time. And for that reason, Kuria has not been that much active in politics. But seemingly, Kuria is back, and he has come with two formula on how election might be won in Kenya in 2022. And all of his two formulas point to one thing, that there is possibility Raila Odinga will be the next president of the Republic of Kenya after that general election. Now, Moses Kuria is not alone in this. On the same day, Professor Mutahi Ngunyi on the fifth estate also gave a script to his gang, which was well elaborated, and if you compare the two, you find that even on the fifth estate they are coming with the two formulas. But at the end of the day, they are pointing into one thing, which suggests that there is high possibilities that Raila Odinga definitely might become the next president of the Republic of Kenya. And therefore, I want us to use this opportunity to check into these two. We check on Moses Kuria, then also we compare with the Mutahi Ngunyi. Then at the end of the day, we are also going to give our views after that comparison. But before we go deep into that, a quick reminder, before I forget, you might be watching me but you have not yet subscribed. Consider subscribing so that any other time once we come out with a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all the returning subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, let us give this video thumbs up so that YouTube is going to recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. The first projection from Moses Kuria is if we are going to have 4 horse race. So that means Raila Odinga will be on ballot, William Ruto, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Musalia Mudavadi. And this is what he posted out on his Facebook page. So he goes there, Baba, 36.84, number of votes 5,726,000. He come to Ruto, 40.97%, number of votes 6,370,000. Then he come to Kalonzo Musyoka, 9.65%, number of votes 1,500,000. Then Mudavadi, 12.54%, number of votes 1,950. So he goes now by region after region, and this is what he's predicting. He starts with Mount Kenya. There are registered votes, vote cast percentages, then vote casted. So he started with the Baba, 1.35 million votes, that is 30%. He come to Ruto, 3.15 million votes, that is 70%. Then Kalonzo 0, Mudavadi 0. He come to Nairobi, Raila 600,000 votes, Ruto 570,000 votes, Kalonzo 300,000 votes, Musalia Mudavadi 200,000 votes. He go to Ma, Raila Odinga, that's Baba, 500,000 votes, Ruto 200,000 votes, Kalonzo 0, Mudavadi 0. He go to Kalenjin, Ruto 500,000 votes, sorry, Baba 500,000 votes, Ruto 1.2 million votes, Mudavadi 0, Kalonzo 0. He come to Waria, Ruto, Baba 192,000 votes, Ruto 368,000 votes, Mudavadi 0, Kalonzo 0. He go to Turukana, Raila 37,000 votes, Ruto 100,000 votes, Raila and Mudavadi 0. Hey, it's funny. Then you go to Omugusi. According to Kuria, Baba will get 500,000 votes. Then William Ruto will get 132,000 votes. Again, Mudavadi and Kalonzo, they get nothing. Then you come to Kambani, where now Baba Kambani. Now you come to Kambani here, where he's projecting Raila will get 0, which is not true. William Ruto will get 0, which is not true. Then Kalonzo Musyoka gets 1,200,000 votes. Mudavadi gets 0. Then you go to what he call Luo pins. That one is projecting that Raila Odinga will get 1.5 million votes, Ruto will get 100,000 votes, Mudavadi and Kalonzo will get 0. Then you come to Luya, where is projecting again Raila 0, which is not true, Ruto 0, which is not true, Kalonzo 0, which is not true, and Mudavadi 1.75 million votes. Then you go to Coast Region, he projects Raila 550,000 votes. Then he come to Ruto 550,000 as if they will share the two, which is not true. Then Mudavadi and Kalonzo, they get 0. So in that suggestion, it end up that we will have a rerun. And when a rerun is called, then according to this projection, definitely Kalonzo Musyoka and Musalia Mudavadi are going to shift to support Raila Odinga, and in that way, William Samoei Ruto will be thrown in opposition side. So that's how this one is going to end up. And so it confirms to you that Raila will end up winning. Now, another suggestion is about 2-horse race. So that means that Musalia Mudavadi and Kalonzo Musyoka will not be running. And if they are not running, then it means they will not be eating more into Raila Odinga votes. So this is how Moses Kuria is projecting this one. Baba is putting up at 52.28% with the 8.129 million votes. Then Ruto is putting him at 47.72% with 7.420 million votes. And this is how it goes by. Mount Kenya, Baba 1.35 million, Ruto 3.150. Nairobi, Baba 1.100 million votes, Ruto 570,000. Baba 500,000, Ruto 200,000. He goes to Kalenjin, Baba 500,000, Ruto 1,200,000. He go to Waria, Baba, he put him at 192,000, Ruto 368,000. Turkana, he put Raila at 337,000, Ruto 100,000. He go to Omugusi, he put Baba at 500,000, Ruto 132,000. Then Kamba, he put Raila at 700,000 and Ruto at 500,000. Then he go to Luo Pins, he put Raila at 1.5 million, Ruto 100,000. Then Luyas, he put Raila at 1.2 million votes and Ruto 550,000. Then Coast, he put Raila at 550,000, Ruto 550,000. Then at the end of the day, if you check, it end up showing that Raila Odinga will emerge the winner in round 1 and there will no rerun. That's from Moses Kuria. Now let's go to Professor Mutahi Ngunyi gang, then we'll compare the two. And this is what this team is projecting.
Amen to that.
Now, a random thought while on the topic of this runoff. Uhuru Kenyatta is yet to formally endorse any candidate, but he has celebrated Raila, misled the Oka principles, and romanced the naive Mukisa Kitui into believing that he can become president. So another way to predict a runoff is to anticipate that each regional kingpin will run on his own. Why? Because if they run independently, no one gets enough votes to win by 50% plus 1. So I ask, is it possible that the president knows this and is engineering a runoff and nobody is paying attention?
There's two additional delusions regarding the Kikuyu vote. The first is that William Ruto has inherited Uhuru's voter base in toto. In our history, in our multi-party history, there has never been a non-Kikuyu candidate obtaining the Kikuyu vote in toto. In fact, going by history, the only assumption we can bank on is a divided Mount Kenya. In 1992, they were split 2/3, 1/3 in favor of Matiba. In 2002, they were once again split 2/3, 1/3 in favor of Mwai Kibaki. So, what William Ruto can take to the bank for 2022 is a 2/3, 1/3 split. Put differently, if only 2.5 million Kikuyus are projected to vote in 2022, Ruto will take 1.65 million Kikuyus, which is half the Luya vote. And no matter how these chips fall, Ruto's goose is cooked, because for Ruto to perpetuate Kikuyu Kalenjin hegemony, he will need nothing short of 99% of central Kenya.
Yep.
The second delusion is that Raila Odinga's core support base is lost. In 2007, as you said, Ms. K, Raila Odinga obtained 44% of the vote against Mwai Kibaki's 46%. Raila did so without Kikuyus. In 2013, he obtained 44% of the vote again against Uhuru Kenyatta's 50.07%. Again, Raila did this without Kikuyus. And in 2017, he obtained 44%, slightly more maybe, of the vote. Once again, Raila managed this without, in spite of Kikuyus. Over the last 3 elections, as you can see, Raila Odinga has been consistent with his 44% support base. And these are votes from Nyanza, Western, Northeastern, Coast region. This 44% is not likely to change in 2022. Not especially when he has a supportive Mount Kenya business elite and the deep state. What is my point here? I disagree with 2J that a runoff is inevitable. The election seesaw will swing in favor of Baba Man and will thrust him to the State House during the first round.
Amen.
If voter apathy combined with voter suppression happens in central Kenya, Raila's 44% of the national vote will increase in value and actually become equivalent to the 50% plus 1 threshold. Why?
One thing that I understand that you are aware about is that Moses Kuria and Mutahi Ngunyi were used by the deep state to create some perception outside there with the aim of achieving what they wanted. Kuria was supposed to sell a Raila phobia, and it was very easy in the central region for you to get elected. The only way to get in the office quickly was if you know how to abuse Raila Odinga. How far are you good in abusing Raila Odinga? How can you name him in bad light? That way you are getting a ticket to the National Assembly, to the governor, or to the MCA. So that was the task. And Mutahi Ngunyi was tasked to come out with a formula of tyrant of numbers, which was fake, but it was selling in Kenyan public. So they create a perception that Kikuyus, if they put together with a community, which is maybe third or fourth or second, they can win election without other regions in Kenya. So that's how they did. So they put Kikuyu or Central Region 4 together, then they project with the Rift Valley. So that alone, Mutahi Ngunyi said that is tyrant of numbers that will beat any other formula. That's how they did this thing. And now, this team is here to again work for the deep state. I don't know who is the deep state candidate, but you can tell me in the comment section. Though seemingly you can see. So for that reason, they are there to work for another person. But now the person that they might be working for is a person that they have been robbing his election. So seemingly their work is going to be very simple, because this is a person who has been tested and proved that he can deliver. I want you to listen to me after watching the two side, then you give me your comment in the comment section. Let us meet there.